Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run the option to the left. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Second down, it's Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
A gain of 14. And a Rams first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll run it with Williams. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Stafford now on second down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The motion man is Nakua. Throw on third down, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Another Rams first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 49-yard attempt.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner. But it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
They'll go again with Swift. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Rams offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
It's another run here for Williams. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On first down, it's Swift. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here. Another run by Swift. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Off play action. It's Stafford. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got us.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, Great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
First down, Stafford to the left side, and Adams has it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now they'll run option left to the short side of the field. And I don't think he got there, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Not much there. A yard or 2 down to the 48. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
And a Rams 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Man in motion is Smith. They run over center with Williams. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Ruben Hippolyte there for the tackle.
3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams are out to a 10-0 lead.
10, Bears nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Play action now for Stafford. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Now the try for an extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Rams will get out in front 17-7. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. It'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on 3rd and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a 3rd and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Williams. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That one good for 26 yards.
1st down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Rams.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On the jet sweep, here comes Atwell. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll try to sneak it here, and they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Williams trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They put Adams in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take your chances?
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession.
27-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2nd and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That's to Odunze again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
What a run by Swift. 31 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them align. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. They'll put Loveland in motion. Off play action. Here's Williams. Moving outside the pocket, and he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On the give, here's Swift. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. To the back of the end zone, he's got it! Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Bears are back within 6.
Bears 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On the ground, this is Williams. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 23, here's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throw on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target. He's not there in time to reel it in.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pick.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
16 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll take this one in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Bears will go up by a point here in the 2nd quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Woo! And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Now it's Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. They put Adams in motion. Send a man in motion right. On play action, it's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Williams. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Williams. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound. 3rd down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his tight end, it's Loveland. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Chicago.
17 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now to go down and come away points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now Williams going to keep it himself. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On the carry, it's Williams. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. Hey, that ought to be enough. Yeah, he's got the first down. Up to the 25-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
25-yard line.
First and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on. Taken down after a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
3rd down, they need 5. The motion man is Nakua. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. On comes with the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So there's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that ball. Good for a Bears first down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Swift, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the option, it's Swift. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Here's Swift. Take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Williams now to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. but it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
The Bears sending out their punt team.
For the Bears.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Stafford now on first down. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
Stafford now on second down. That's caught by Puka. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Good for a Rams first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll run it with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's Stafford now on second down. To the left side, and Adams has it.
Complete to Devontae Adams. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. The motion man is Nakua. Stafford from the gun on third down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Rams punting unit coming out.
Formation for the Rams.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. A play fake. Now Williams. Toss right side to the tight end command.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
2nd and 5. Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. This one is caught right side by Zacchaeus. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
Play action now for Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That one punched by Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They put Adams in motion. They'll go with Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Rams first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll get about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he's in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get two.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Williams. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you do it.
He'll try to push forward and wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll put Loveland in motion. They bring a tight end in motion left. On the give, it's Swift. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
That's good.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
A run here with Swift. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Of 18. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's now third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, here's Swift. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll put Loveland in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That one, Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
Here's Williams. That'll be caught. And he is not able to get to the goal line. So they stop him, cannot bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down and 8. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Parkinson in motion. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got his man. It's Smith. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain on the play.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
2nd down. It's Stafford. This is caught 2 to the goal line and in. Touchdown, L.A. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a 2-point conversion now.
The Rams will
the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
27.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Now Williams going to keep it himself. Still churning, but he lost the football. Well, so much for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to secure it, the ball comes out and the defense comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with 2 hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Rams 1st down.
43-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Play action, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams.
Complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. The motion man is Nakua. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes. That's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Burden, the man on the move. Williams going to give it up on a pop pass. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Monunga gonna get it again. And he's gonna get this one all the way down to the Rams' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. He'll try and run right on the option. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Rams offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 32-yard line.
on the ground. It's Corum to start the drive. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. Parkinson in motion. Stafford now on 2nd down. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Corum. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. The defense uses its 2nd time out here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
It's 2nd and inches.
Second and inches. Once again, it's Corum. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So a 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. On 2nd down, Corum. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain of
22 yards to pick up there. 1st down, L.A.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So it's a win for the visiting Rams. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.